Because I believe it says... Yes, one group remains. You know, I'm a little sad because if the simple group of bandits at the start of the game can defeat me very easily, it doesn't really bode well to what's coming up in the future.
As you say.
Here's some elf roots. Keep taking those. I do believe we have to go up there at some point, but first let's explore the rest of the fields. If you guys have any tips to like help me be better, hold position, hold position. Let them come to us. Good. One at a time. Alright. That's maybe actually better to have the hold position. Let's get him to be behind, flank, and mighty blow. Oh, he's dead. Good. Oh, AoE stun from the dog? Wow, that's doesn't help. Doesn't really help at all. Something happened. I don't really know what. I heard a big lightning strike. Who was I going to select? I guess Sven. Sven killed the dog. Good. This is actually going alright. Other than Alistair, who's just dead because of the bandit leader. Oh, there's a ranger that's hurting Sven. He's all the way over there. But first, this leader, I need to make sure he doesn't do as much damage to me. So let's do that. This guy needs to die. He's going to. Hopefully. Let's kill him with her. There. The bandit leader is still alive. Actually, do we have a fear with her? We still do have a fear. So I'm going to fear that ranger, because he's actually killing us from far away. Let's see if we have any sort of combo. Can we? Yes, okay, we can stun him, good. And let's go behind him. Oh, that was beautiful. Alright, that hurt him quite a lot. Let's horrify him. It looks like the bandit leader is dead. Good. Now let's move freely. Oh. Yeah, that's nice. Alright. Now let's kill that ranger. Let's see if we have anything that can help. Vulnerability to hexes, that means he takes more damage, and we're going to stun him with lightning. Like that, and also frost him, why not? That went so much better.
Can be cut down.
Beautiful, alright. Lyrium potion. I was trying to lure them that time, instead of going to them, which I think worked out. Let's just open that chest by bashing it open. Longbow, alright. That was actually, yeah, not that bad. Because I let them around the corner so that they came one by one, which is much better than...
As you say.
Whoa! That's a lot of stuff. Cool. So I like Morgan because she seems to be a pretty good debuffer and damage person, so actually, we got a bunch of items, so let's take a look at what we got. This dagger, this great sword, which is not better than what we had before. Heavy chainmail boots, which I don't believe. Yeah, those are better. Good, let's give it to him. Heavy chainmail, that's also better. Let's give that to him. That looks quite nice. You have equipped heavy armor or massive armor? While these grades armors are often excellent protection, be aware that they reduce the character's attack speed with bows and crossbows, although the Master Archer talent eliminates this penalty for the heavy class of armors. Weighty armors are also tend to cause more fatigue, which is a percentage increase in the mana or stamina cost. Activate spell or talents. Alright. Oh yes, we got all these other things here. Heavy chainmail gloves. Physical resistance. So when I look at this helmet, for example, he's wearing the Raider's helmet, which says 1.6 armor. But it also has +2 physical resistance. So is physical resistance different than armor? Defense. Increases the chance of dodging and parrying physical attacks. Let's see. Yeah, I don't really see any detailed stats, which is kind of weird. Maybe if we look at the character record. See, it has... Okay, so yes, it is a different stat. It is there to resist from getting knocked down. Very interesting. But anyways, I think we are finished. Yes, we've killed all of them. Very good. That was pretty rough. So let's save. But that tactic was a bit better. I was able to sort of funnel them into a little spot. Oh, what are those? Giant spiders. Let's pull one. See what happens. Good. Here comes a couple more. That's terrifying.
Another battle I see.
Let's get Alistair to tank the other one. Oh, here comes all the spiders now. I don't like spiders. They're pretty scary. So actually, let's debuff the spiders now. If we can, we don't actually have... I wish I could, but we don't have enough stamina right now. Oh, they're getting flanked. Which I don't like this. Yeah. Like that, let's put them there. These guys don't do as much damage as the... Oh boy, that's a crit. These guys are much more manageable than bandits. Who's just sitting there? Alistair's just sitting there. Come on, buddy. And I'm getting flanked. So let me just reposition myself there. Yeah, sometimes I just see that when I say hold position, they don't automatically attack. Which is fine, that's actually what they're supposed to do. Yes, that was much more manageable. Wow. Well, I guess they're spiders after all, not actual people with good battle tactics that know what they're doing. Toxin extracts. I believe this is for, yeah, venoms to put on your weapons. Which I'm not sure if you can actually use if you're not a rogue. That's something I need to look into. I believe we have some in our inventory. That's something I'm not aware of, is all the mechanics and stuff in this game. Looks like there's like a little cave over here, but I don't think we can go in it. Yeah, it's just a little den. Oh, I told them to hold position, but they should come, which I guess they teleport to you if you're too far away. I didn't think you could go up that hill. It was worth a try. Spiders much more manageable than people. Because people just trash me, I don't know what the problem is. I'm trying to employ good tactics with flanking and trying to debuff and stun, but even then it's still a little bit hairy. So I believe we have to go back to the Chantry board, report back to the Chanter for a reward. Yep. Hey Chanter buddy, I've killed the bandits.
The path of righteousness is full of hardship. The Maker smiles upon its travelers.
Certainly was full of hardship. I died a bunch of times. Bears. When bears attack. On behalf of Thed, the farmer, and his departed son, I inscribe the missive. As the Maker is my witness, I charge all those with the knowledge of arms and armors to brave the dangers of the northern woods, to find the family of bears that mauled and killed the boy Eneth. for they are an abomination in the Maker's sight, and their hides would prove great comfort to the northern farms and solace for Thed's family. As a chanter for Lothering, I do pledge a sum of 1 sovereign to whoever carries out this Maker's will. Exercise caution first and foremost. May his light bathe us all. Accepted. Kill some bears, alright. At last, keepsake. A thanks to all villagers who've opened their barns and crofts to the refugees in these dark times. The chanter regularly hears praises from our visitors, and our virtuous deeds are mentioned in many prayers. Sadly, there is a lone boy in the village whose mother, good wife Sarah, that's a weird placement for the H, is missing, as she has been missing for the better part of a week. As of this writing, she is presumed dead. May the Makers bless her passing. She was a lady of the middle years, with red hair and fond of green cloak. If any travelers or residents come across her in the wilds, please return her body or the effects of her remains. In later years, the boys will be thankful to have such keepsakes to remember his brave mother by. The office of the chanter will compensate this kindness with the sum of 50 silvers. May the Maker turn his gaze on us all. So it gives you money, but I'm not actually sure if it gives you experience, which is... I don't know if it's really that much important. Let's take a look at what we've got to do. So that's the Chanter's board. I think those are out in the wild. And now I guess we head out of Lothering. But first I'm going to go back in the inn and sell some stuff at the vendor. Just to clear up our inventory and that sort of thing. Let's head out. I think we might go to Redcliffe. That's usually where I went first. The path I took was, in the past was...
We done heard what was said. You're a warden. I don't know if you killed King Kalen, and make her forgive me, I don't care. But that bounty on your head could feed a lot of hungry bellies. Attack!
Hold on a second. I didn't expect that. Surprise! Wait, there's people behind me as well. That's a lot of refuge. Are they gonna all attack me? That's a stupid mistake. I was confused when he said I killed King Kalen, because I don't remember doing that. But I think he's... I remember now, it's about the battle of the Grey Wardens, where the king died in the battle, so... I'm just going to stand still and let them come to me. Actually, let's... I'll go back here. Put our backs to the wall so that they don't... Oops, I just want one person, thank you. Whoa. Lady, there we go. I'm just trying to make sure that they... Okay, that's fine, he's there. Oh jeez, that's a lot of people. I don't really know what's going on right now, it's kind of crazy. But we definitely want to flank. I wish I had some, like, area of effect attacks. That would be pretty awesome right now. They don't seem to be doing much damage, though. Yeah, they don't do a lot of damage, which is good. Like I said, the refugees attacking me is a bad mistake.
I think we work well together.
So yeah, it's fights like this that, when they're really easy, it makes me want to turn up the difficulty, but then there's other fights with the bandits that are just trashing me, so I don't really know. There's kind of a disparity between the difficulty of the fights. Hello everyone, we're back. Here, this footage is, I'm talking over this footage, actually, it's not live. It's because I've been at this part of the game about a dozen times and it kept crashing. I reinstalled the entire game, which took a few days and everything. Up here is some Darkspawn, which I'm going to be pulling with Morgan. Applying some better tactics, trying to pull them one at a time into a sort of ambush position, that sort of thing. Like, that's what I'm going to do right now. And then use all of my guys to flank. And so here he's going after Morrigan, but I usually try to use like a shield smash or something like that to taunt it off. I saw that Sven, or Sten, I keep calling him Sven, I don't really know why. Sten has a taunt, which I probably want to try and find that on my character to grab it, because it's pretty useful. Here we're going to get more Darkspawn to come down, and so I'm a little flustered here trying to figure out, okay, what can I do? But the leader's almost dead, so I kind of focus on the leader now. I use my guy to stun the additional guy, just to crowd control him, that kind of thing. Crowd control seems to be very useful. And here we've killed the leader guy. Now I've actually removed some of my mods, the one specifically that made the combat crazy hard. I was kind of frustrated with it because I feel like I didn't really have the tools to survive. And now the game's actually a lot easier, and so much so that it's actually on Nightmare right now. I put it on the hardest difficulty because I was playing it on hard because I had to replay my character all the way up to this point. So I decided to test out the difficulties without that mod. And I found that they were all pretty easy. Hard was also pretty easy. I was having almost no trouble with the tactics I was using to pull into an ambush, that sort of thing, and try to flank as much as possible, micromanaging the position of my characters. So I'm going to be putting it on Nightmare and see where that takes me. And so far on Nightmare it's pretty manageable. I do have to use potions every once in a while, which is what I like. Where on Hard it was just, I wasn't taking any damage. But that might have to do with me having tier 6 armor. So here we've killed all the Darkspawn.
Mighty timely arrival there, my friend. I'm much obliged.
You're welcome.
The name's Bodon Fedek, merchant and entrepreneur. This here is my son, Sandor. Say hello, my boy.
Hello.
Road's been mighty dangerous these days. Mind if I ask what brings you out here? Perhaps we're going the same way.
It is a bit complicated, but you're welcome to tag along if you'd like.
Complicated? Somehow I imagine that only says half of it. Thank you for the offer, but there may be more excitement on your path than is good for my boy and me. Allow me to bid you farewell and good fortune.
Goodbye.
Now then, let's get this mess cleaned up, shall we?
Now at this point I was a bit confused because I know those guys come with you. They're the enchanters that come into the party camp. So I was trying to figure out a way to keep talking to them to bring them back, but I guess I don't know if I took the wrong dialogue option, but I'm trying to pick the dialogue options that match what I would say in that case. And so yes, I was saying I felt the game was actually pretty easy, but that might have something to do with me.
We'll be off as soon as this mess is cleaned up. Thank you kindly for all your...
I kept trying to talk to him here because I wanted to see if I could get him into our party, because that's usually what... I know he comes into your party. Here I opened the map and I realized, oh, I still have some quests in Lothering from the Chantry's board. I have to kill some bears and also retrieve Sauro's corpse. So I was going to go... I went ahead and went and did that. And here we'll encounter some wolves. I'm always a bit wary when I encounter a large group of enemies because I'm not really sure how to handle it. They kind of just swarm you, where I'm trying to be tactical and keep the swarm on the tank while everyone else flanks, but it can be a bit tricky. I actually do like having a couple of tanks. Alistair and myself, my character, are both pretty tanky, so we have... they both have threat on, which I turned on so that they can grab the aggro. Here they all swarmed Morrigan, so I was a little bit wary, so I tried to stun the wolves as much as possible. Like I said, I feel like CC is pretty important. There I try to move Morrigan out of the way, just to make sure that the wolves don't come after her. And I was trying to figure out, okay, I wanna fear that wolf, but I realized that fear was on cooldown. She must have used it. That's something I need to look at, is the tactic slots for all of my followers. Because sometimes they use spells that I don't want them to, that I would rather micromanage myself. And that's actually something I want to talk about, is the micromanagement aspect of it. I'm trying to micromanage my characters a lot more, and I've actually turned off the auto level up for this, so that my followers and myself don't auto level up, and I micromanage what their skills are, and I found that a lot more nicer, actually. And here I got surprised because there was more wolves. I didn't expect to be that many more wolves to come out, but so far they're pretty manageable. And Morrigan's very powerful with her spellcasting. That freeze is really awesome. It does a lot of damage and CCs the targets. And I'm just trying to reposition so that to allow Sten and my other characters to flank, and then have Alistair off-tank wolves to the side so that they're not attacking Sten, my damage dealers, basically. And so yes, I was saying that I'm micromanaging my skills a lot more. I'm managing the level up of all of my followers as well, just to choose what skills they have so that I make good choices and that the skills don't always overlap. Because I feel like maybe I shouldn't have 2 tanks, 1 is enough. But it's always nice. Like I think I mentioned this in an earlier episode where I pick people not because of their skills, but because I like who they are as a character and as a person. That's why I switched out Liliana with Sten, because I prefer Sten. So here we find Sarah's body, and I just pick it up, and we're going to go back to the Chantry's board right now. Without even realizing that there's the bears there on the left side of the screen. I didn't see them at the time, but I'll come back to it.
The path of righteousness is full of hardship, but the Maker smiles upon its travelers.
Thank you for the money and the rewards, but I feel like he said that last time. So I'm not sure if I should cut out all that fast traveling, or rather traveling I should say. I kind of cut it out or try to speed it up. I don't know what's a better option, to just cut it or speed it up. And here I'm realizing that, oh yes, I forgot to go and take the bears out. So we're going to go and do that. And I've also turned on subtitles for you guys. Because I feel like in a Let's Play the subtitles are nice, so that you can read them if you need to, if you can't hear what the characters are saying. That's something I'm not really sure about when I play games, is if I should turn on the subtitles. Usually I turn them off, it's a more immersive experience, but sometimes the audio mix isn't the best, and then I miss what someone says, so the subtitles are there for sort of a backup sort of thing. So here I find the disease bear, and I'm going to try my tactic again, just to hold position, pull one, and try to like ambush them, right? It's pulling them into the ambush, but they kind of all come at this point. So I just try to deal a little bit of damage while they're still coming. And at this point I'm just like, okay, they're all coming, so I'm just going to rush them with all my characters. And it's only 3 of them, so I felt like it wouldn't be too big of a deal. And Morgan's doing work by herself. Like I said, she does quite a lot of damage. The bear's going after Morgan, so I try to go after it myself to stun it. Here I'm on Alistair stunning the other bear. Just, you know, just to do a bit of crowd controlling overall. But these bears went down very quickly. So it wasn't really necessary for me to do much of anything. Yeah, I was surprised. I was like, wow, it's already over? That's interesting. You might have also noticed in the corner it says I've leveled up, but I'm actually keeping one of my talent points for a talent that I want to pick later on, because right now I don't really have anything that I want, and I'm saving it for when I have more statistics points that I can dump into strength, because that talent requires more strength, or something along those lines. So here I realize, okay, I have to return to the Chantry board for the reward. So we're going to go ahead and do that. Hello, Chantry, I have completed the bears.
Let him take notice and shine upon thee, for thou hast done his work this day. And the stars stood still, the winds did quiet, and all animals of earth and air held their breath. All was silent in prayer and thanks.
He's a bit strange, talking in scripture, I guess. I don't know. I know he's trying to say something specific, but I guess he's just saying things, so maybe I should be grateful. And here I was trying to figure out, okay, I saw that we received an item, so I'm just looking through my inventory as to what it could have been. And I believe it is this Oathkeeper's sword, but I realized that we also have maybe better, so I need to look at that sword later on. It has health regeneration and stuff. That's the thing, I am not exactly sure always as to what items to wear, if I should pick one with more base damage, or if I should pick one with better enchants. I think usually the enchants is the way to go, so I need to look at that sword again, because I kind of just dismissed it outright because it wasn't doing as much damage as my own. But that's not really the way to go. I feel like the enchantments are far more powerful in terms of survival and that sort of stuff. So I need to take a look at that again later. And now we're going to head out of Lothering, out of the city, and into the next chapter. So thank you for watching this episode. It was really nice of you guys. I'm sorry that this last bit is a bit strange, where I'm talking over the
We'll be off as soon as this
where I'm talking over the live footage. But like I said, it crashed, so that wasn't all that fun. Hopefully it'll be more stable next time. But it seems to crash when I try to record audio at the same time, but we'll see. So until next time, thank you, and take care.